Diane and Denmark here, rah rah rah. I hope you're raring to go because I'm raring to go this week. Welcome back for another little Hygge chat where we're talking about Hygge home, Hygge lifestyle. I've got some ideas of what you can be doing in this zone. We're in Flylady Zone 4 this week. We're also going to have a little chat again about our routines because that's where it all starts. I'm decluttering some things in Flylady Zone 4 and I'm also working on my wardrobe, hair, stuff like that. Anyway, let's dive straight into it. As I said, we're in Flylady Zone 4 this week, which is the master bedroom. But before you get ahead of yourself, remember the basics first. You've got to do your morning routine, your evening routine, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this video, and make sure that you've done your weekly cleaning. That's the first thing that I do during the week. And then I try and spend 15 minutes in this area at the beginning of the week, at the start of the week. And then I just add in 5 or 10 minutes when I can. I'm working in the bedroom today. I'm going to be doing 5 or 10 minutes, and I've realised this one, I can actually use this on the windows on glass. It's a new fragrance that they have. So, and I was saying to my besties, Vibeke and Helena, you know when you're getting old, when you get excited about a new cleaning spray. I've got some ideas, they're on my blog, dianedetmark.com, and this is just an inspiration list for you. And remember, with any of these tasks, set a timer. You can use one on your phone, but I get caught up in notifications and things like that. I've got a very limited concentration span. So if I put on this timer, I can see it counting down, and also it just really keeps me on track. It stops me from hyper-focusing on a task, and also things that I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do any cleaning today. I can do 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, everybody can do 10 or 15 minutes. Anyway, let's get on to some more things that are going on in the zone. And please don't get discouraged if you look around in your bedroom and you think, oh, it's a disaster. I used to be like that too, and that's why I went looking for the Flylady system. Many years ago, I've been a Flylady mentor, and I'm proof that the system works if you will just give it 15 minutes at the beginning of the week, just making small changes. And I'm decluttering. I'm a work in progress as well. I love to go through clothes that I'm wearing. We've got another clothes swap party coming up. You know, I love the free stuff. And I've got some examples here of things that I am decluttering. Let me just show you. I have a bag that I keep in the bottom of my wardrobe. Whenever my daughter or my son, they have things that they're not wearing anymore, they give it to me and I have it in my bag ready for the next clothes swap. So I would encourage you to do that. The next time you're looking in the wardrobe, looking for an outfit and you think, oh, I'm not really wearing that, or it doesn't fit me anymore, just put it straight in your bag. You're not having to go and look for something else. Anyway, a few things that I am decluttering. I've got some blouses that are too kind of floppy for me. The colour would work. I'm a type 1 in Dressing Your Truth, the Dressing Your Truth system, and that has been a lifesaver for me because I had things in all different colours and all different styles because they maybe looked good on somebody else, but they don't look good or feel good on me. And I mean, if you've been watching my videos for years, you'll know how many things I have let go of. And now I'm much more confident about the choices that I make and also about the things that I'm not going to wear again. So anyway, also a little lacy kind of bomber jacket. I'm not going to wear that again. The colour's okay, but nah. And this one is actually more of a kind of type 2 pink. And you can see, or maybe actually a type 3, hold on, I've got my cards from DYT. And those are super useful if you're not quite sure. You see it's a bit more muted pink. Oh, there we go, yeah, it's a type 2, that's type 2, and I am, woohoo, type 1. Bright, light, bright and chic, those are my style words that keep me on track. And a few other items that didn't work, including one that came from the clothes swap, which was this jumpsuit with the little frilly bits on the bottom. You know what, I've got other polka dot ones that I love and wear all the time. My polka dot jumpsuit, you've seen in many videos. This one's going back. We have a kind of agreement that if we haven't worn the thing that we take from the clothes swap within the next couple of parties, we bring it back. Because there's no point in just taking things from the clothes swap and still not using it. Right, this is a gold top, which I've had quite a few years, and I did like it in the beginning, but I've decided now it's actually not a bright, shiny gold. And can you see it jives much better with the type 3 than the type 1, if I show you like that. So that is going. If you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you'll see that last week I was trying on a blouse and it's been on probation. And when I say on probation, it means that, okay, I've been avoiding wearing things. And I know when I look in my wardrobe what I'm not wearing, because I turn the hangers one way when I put them in, and once I've worn them, I wash them, I put them back the other way. And I tried it with white trousers in the summer. I tried adding a white blazer on the top to kind of tone it down a bit. And the colours are really good. It came from the close swap party, but I had kind of caved into that peer pressure because the other ladies were saying, oh, these are just your colours. Yes, these are my colours, but the print is too busy for me. There's just too much going on, and also the shape, the way it goes at the bottom. And anyway, I had it on probation last week, and guess what? It is going, woo, it's going back to the clothes swap party. And that's the thing, sometimes, you know, we've got things in the correct colours, but my favourite pattern is stripes. You know, I love stripes, and I quite like polka dots, but the flowery things and the connected patterns, that's not me. So anyway, it was good to try it, and it just confirmed to me the things that I really like. This one is also going to the close-up. Now, I got this in a charity shop last year, and at the time I thought, oh, it's really sparkly, and I wore it for New Year. And here, of course, you know, in the winter we get like 6 hours of daylight per day, if we're lucky, if the sun actually comes out. So anything kind of looks bright and sparkly in the winter here. But I've realised it's not a type 1 pink. And do you see this one? This one just kind of melts right into it. So it's definitely a type 2. But I know one of the type 2 ladies is going to love that for party season. So woohoo, off that goes. Right, and here's one of my absolute favourites. And you can tell it's one of my wardrobe staples. I made a video, was it the beginning of this year, about my 10 most worn items from last year, and they're not anything that I had bought new. They were maybe several years old, had thrifted them, maybe from a clothes swap. And this is a t-shirt that I got when was it? Like 2018 or 2019, and you often see it in my videos. I love this t-shirt. So anyway, maybe think about that this week. What is working for you? What's not working for you? And my all-star items, they always get, it's like getting the golden ticket, you know, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where when they get one of these white IKEA, oh, I've forgotten the word now, coat hangers, yeah. When they get one of those, that means it's one of my star items. And when I look at my wardrobe, I can immediately see if I'm wondering what to put together of an outfit. If I'm not quite feeling it that day, anything with one of those coat hangers, I've forgotten again, coat hangers, I know that's just going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. Now, what about footwear? Because we were changing seasons here in Denmark. And you know, I don't normally have footwear up here in the bedroom or any of the house, because in Denmark we don't wear outside shoes inside. We change to house shoes or slippers or fluffy woolen socks. But I just wanted to give you a little look at a project that I'm doing at the moment, and I've stopped halfway through my project to show you. Do you remember last year I got my new Doc Martens boots, the first pair of Dr. Martens that I've had since I was a teenager, and I got these white ones, and they've just been so fantastic. It's the soft leather ones that you can wear straight out of the box, not the other hard ones that you have to take 3 years of your life with blisters on your feet breaking them in. The soft leather, and I've worn these and I've worn these and I've worn these. When it's really cold, I wear them with thermal socks. When we have a lot of snow here, or when it's very wet, then of course I'll put on my wellies or my winter boots. But these ones I basically used from when I got them right through until April or May this year. And I have not cleaned them because I wanted to show you what I've been doing recently. I got some new leather paint, and if you're interested in knowing how to use leather paint, what I use, how I do it. I've got lots of videos on my Dressing Your Truth and Wardrobe playlist. Here's one that I did earlier. I feel like I'm on Blue Peter as a UK programme for kids. This is how they looked after a whole season of really being worn. And I am very hard on my footwear and outerwear. I am outdoors 365 days a year, and also in the winter we are biking in snow, ice, it's wet, so you know, we're not using the car, we're out on our bikes or walking. So I wanted to show you what it looked like before, and this is two coats of the leather paint. Look at that, it's all nice and fresh. So I am ready. I'm actually looking forward to the weather getting even colder and being back to my boots. But even if you've got a pair of old shoes that just need some tender loving care, they're really good leather. It also gives them a new kind of protective coat, and no, it doesn't wash off in the rain. Believe me, I'm in Denmark, I should know these things. Another news for coming into the autumn and winter, you may have noticed that I'm changing my hairstyle again. I'm going back to my beloved bob hairstyle. I love bob hairstyles, and I'm going to go for a shaggy bob with a heavier fringe. So I'm just growing out the layers that are in there. So anyway, that's what I'm working on at the moment. And before we get caught up too much in the cleaning and decluttering, can we have a wee chat about last week about the lists? We were talking about routines. Now, habit of the month in Flylady land is evening routine. And I gave you last week, I made a video, and I know, thank you for all the fantastic feedback that I've had to that video. We were talking about the importance of having the why, putting in some timings, keeping it very simple, and then taking your temperature afterwards. And I just wanted to say a couple of things here. If you didn't get started, you thought, oh, great, okay, I love this list, I'm going to do it, and you didn't get started, was it because you were procrastinating about printing it out? Remember, I said to you, you don't have to print it out. You just take a pencil and a notebook, whatever you've got, do it digitally. Just what is stopping you from getting started? And also, I wanted to give you some encouragement. If you maybe did a couple of days and then you missed one, I've got a little rule for myself where I can miss one, but I don't miss two in a row. Nobody is perfect. We can all have a really difficult day or a difficult week, or something is going on and we miss it. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, as we say in British English. Allow yourself to say, it's all right, I missed one day or one box or whatever it is, but don't use that as an excuse just to throw it out and say it didn't work. Just remember, we're just putting one foot in front of the other. We're moving forward, we're making small changes, we're just making things a little better every day. And it's the same thing with the cleaning. I've told you that. Just 15 minutes in this area at the beginning of the week and we're making small changes. And that's the other thing about having this little checklist with how you're feeling. Because also you'll actually see how good you feel once you've done your routine, and if you've forgotten why you're doing your routine, it's up there. And the other thing about having the check boxes is, of course, you want to keep going and get all the check marks. So this was my morning routine from last week. Dress to shoes, make bed, and WFD, which stands for what's for dinner. I explained that last week. And here's my evening. And my why was so I can fully enjoy my evening guilt-free. And my 3 items are outfit for tomorrow, close the kitchen, poopa the living room, pick up and put away things in the living room. And I went through it last week because remember, our routines change as we change family circumstances. Maybe you're now working from home, maybe you now are a carer for somebody, maybe you're going through serious illness. So it's a good idea to revise our routines from time to time. And if you're really struggling with things, remember I offer private coaching. It's a one-off call. It's not a week-to-week thing. You meet with me once and we go through what's going on, and then you come away from our session with a list of practical things that you work on right here now. And remember to subscribe and like and all that thing, because you know, whenever I talk to my son, we often have fun chats about if I get some really weird comments, stuff like that, and he says to me, Mum, you need to remind them and say like and subscribe, and I say, oh, I don't like doing that, and he's like, yeah, but they're forgetful like you are. Postmenopausal woman, yeah. So anyway, remember to like and subscribe, and if not for me, do it for my son. Next week I shall be talking about how I plan my way out of the kind of winter darkness. Now, maybe you are in the summer hemisphere and maybe you are coming into spring. If you've got SAD, again, seasonal affective disorder, you are just going through times that are really tough right now, again, serious illness, or are grieving, it's really good for us to have a plan of what we can do physically, socially, mentally, and I will be bringing you a video about that next week, because it's really important for me to keep on an even keel when we're coming into this real period of darkness here, literal darkness in Denmark. And I've also got some news about Christmas preparations and the daily 5K in December. Do you remember I did that last year? Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram with daily motivation and showing you kind of the behind the scenes. You can see me with my Bluetooth chill swimmers peeps, with my best days, what I'm up to, what music I'm listening to. So anyway, have a fantastic week in Flylady Zone 4. And all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you. Remember to add a little bit of Hygge when after you've done your cleaning and your decluttering. I shall see you very soon with a wrap. Okay, bye for now.